Also, you mentioned Cory Sandhagen. After you win this fight, maybe to Sean O'Malley, he will be the next for you. He asked for the opportunity before.
Yes, so right now, clear contender looks like it's Cory Sandhagen, especially we never fought each other. Yeah, he is. He has a good style, good fighter. He has a lot of wins. He beat a lot of good guys in this division, and I'm sure MMA fans wants to see this fight. But most important is what UFC wants, you know. And I am champion now, and whoever UFC will give me, I will fight the next contender, next best guy in division.
Thank you, sir. Back over here, young man. Go ahead.
You said that you were preferring Merab to win, and I was wondering if you had any game plan for his takedown and his dominant wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Merab has obviously some of the best offensive wrestling in the sport, but I think that I've been able to show now through the Umar fight that I probably have some of the best defensive wrestling in the sport too. So if me and Merab face off, you know, it's going to be a challenging fight, and I'll get tired, and I'll be ready for that, but I think that I'll cancel out all of those takedowns. He's not gonna be able to control me for long at all the way that he was against Sean. And then he'll be forced to stand with me for a lot of that time, and that's not gonna be fun for him.
And obviously we saw the video clip online of, you know, Cory Sandhagen coming up and congratulating you and shaking your hand. So is that the guy that you want? And if so, like, what do you make of him as an opponent?
Yes, top of my head, he's the best deserving guy in this division right now, especially he was fighting always the best of the best. He was company guy, and he's very respectful guy, hard worker guy, good, super talented, super good, and I think he deserves the most. And if UFC wants, I'm happy, you know, I want to be busy.
And of course, we have to talk about you being next in line for Merab. Talk a little bit about, you know, Merab's performance against Sean O'Malley. What did you make of it?
Yeah, Merab, I mean, he's got a lot of momentum right now. He's doing real good. He looked great against Sean. Sean didn't look super awesome, but, you know, Merab looked awesome. It looks like Merab gets better every single time. He's always adding in new stuff. Not a lot of fighters are like that in this part of their careers. I see myself like that too, and no, I'm really excited. I finally get my shot at like actually having an opportunity to prove that I'm the best in the world, and I'm pumped for that. I'm not going to buy into the narrative that Merab's this unbeatable thing. I don't think that he is. I think that I have some of the best conditioning as well, so he's not going to be able to get me tired like he has been able to with the other guys. And I'm going to go out there and I'm going to make Merab deal with me instead of the other way around. So that's what we're doing.
Congratulations for defending your title again against, this time against Sean O'Malley for a second time. Is it refreshing now to be able to put him behind you and focus on a new opponent?
Yeah, it's gonna be a good fight. I think MMA fans will be excited for this fight because Cory Sandhagen is tough fighter. He's a good contender, and it's gonna be a new challenge for me, and I'm excited for him. You know, I don't look over this matchup. You know, Cory Sandhagen is. Yeah, really, he has a lot of experience. He always been fighting top guys, and I think it's gonna be a good fight.
And like you said with Merab, you feel like he's somebody that gets better over time. For you, what do you think it will take for you to be able to put someone away like Merab?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be better than Merab everywhere. You know, I'm a good MMA grappler. You know, like. That's not my strong suit, so people don't think that I'm very good at it because it's easier to label someone as one thing than it is, you know, like the best all around at everything. And that's what I believe that I am. And yeah, I mean, I'm just not an O'Malley. Like, you're not going to take me down and hold me down, you know? I'm not an Umar where I'm going to get tired in round 4 and 5. Like, I'm going to be there the entire 5 rounds. I'm going to be able to grapple with you, and then you're going to have to deal with a lot of striking, and that's not going to be fun for Merab because he can get a little sloppy sometimes. So I'm going to go out there. I'm going to win the belt. It's going to be awesome.
How would you compare him to some of the past opponents that you've had?
You know, Cory is my next opponent, and I always respect my opponents, and always next fight is always my next challenge. And the fights I already have, this is already past, you know. Now I'm just focused for next, and then I'm just gonna treat Cory as the best fighter, because I don't wanna overlook, you know. Just he's my next opponent, and I just wanna training hard. And I will training hard. I will be preparation very good, and I mean he's my next opponent, and he's the toughest guy now for me.
You said about him being a little bit sloppy at times. Have you seen openings or weaknesses at all that you can, you know, exploit while you're in there?
Yeah, Merab's striking is really unique. It's like Taekwondo style. He's really hard to hit. He's really hard to hit on while he's coming in, which is why Sean had a really hard problem with him, because that's what Sean does best. And yeah, Merab has like a unique style of striking, but you just got to be able to deal with it. And I feel like it's very Taekwondo-y, kind of similar to Umar's, and I got to learn a lot of lessons fighting against Umar and how hard Umar is to hit, how bouncy he is, how he moves a lot. Merab's a lot like that, except just not as good. So yeah.
How do you think the fight plays out on the night?
Cory moves a lot. He's a good striker, and I will be ready for 5 rounds. Even decision dominate him, or TKO him, or knock him out. You know, I'm gonna looking for, of course, finish, but if not, then I will dominate all 5 rounds.
And for you, how much would it mean to you to be able to get that belt wrapped around your waist?
Yeah, it's a commit. I've committed my life to this thing for the last like 15, 16 years. So, you know, like once you get to a certain place in life and in the sport, you kind of get pretty comfortable. And I'm pretty comfortable, you know? So it's kind of like hard to look for motivation sometimes, but when I think about what it is that motivates me, it's that like 17, 18-year-old kid that was on the track every single holiday running because he thought that he was gonna be a world champion one day. The kid that just like made his entire college schedule and didn't party a lot in order to make every single practice that he could make. You know, like this thing is a commitment that I made for a really long time, and I want to say that I did it with my life, and I'm going to.
Opponent, and you know, every time I fight somebody, I have to treat him as a best challenge, and he's my next one. I put him as number 1 because he's my next one.